When I was a grad student, I focused on motor learning, how we learn and acquire motor skills, how we tell our muscles what to do. I was fascinated with how a talented musician could tell one hand to play certain keys and at the same time tell the other hand to play different keys. Or how a tennis player or an outfielder could hustle an extended reach for a ball that looked humanly impossible. Or how world-class gymnasts could refine and combine movements into a flawless sequence that they called a routine. But I was especially interested in how a child learns to skip, to jump rope, or swing a bat at just the right time to hit an incoming tossed ball. Telling your muscles what to do just really intrigued me, and later I decided to focus more grad studies in motor development. How does that motor learning process change over time? Those changes could be studied longitudinally over a lifetime or for just a season. And for me, the season was early childhood. Something happened while I was still a grad student that made a real impression on me, and it was a cartoon. It was a 2-panel cartoon that was in a school, and one image was a group of just heads going into their classrooms. And the other image showed headless bodies going into their gym for physical activity. And over the years, I've seen several versions of that cartoon, including in a textbook that I used in one of my courses when I was a professor. That cartoon is the backstory for my resolve to see each child as a mind-body. And it's why we always say in IMIL that we can't separate knowing from doing. Simply, children learn from and with their bodies. I like sharing resources with you that I find helpful and maybe thought-provoking. So if you're looking for an interesting read about the mind-body connection, look for Carla Hannaford's book called Smart Moves: Why Learning is Not All in Your Head. Another really interesting book, one of many written by Ray Pica, is What If Everybody Understood Child Development? This is an easy read and loaded with really practical, practice-based suggestions for activating the brain with movement and active learning. And plus there's a lot of other developmental topics in her book as well. So the teamwork displayed by the brain and the body to communicate an instant message with each other is fascinating, and it's extremely complicated. But the 2 books I mentioned help explain the complex relationship in basic language. It's clear that a preschool child given ample opportunities to practice can begin to captain the brain-body team and be the boss of what is unmistakably the most exquisite system of systems known to science or technology. Embracing each child as a mind-body can be studied as a neuromuscular command system. Plus, it can be easily understood and applied at an uncomplicated basic level too. And it should be considered an essential component of teaching excellence and practice.